Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Surviving Mars Green Planet. Well, this last episode was a little bit of a crazy one. We have a whole bunch of refugees, 100 of them in fact, so we had to basically absolutely zip through trying to build ourselves a new dome, and I think we've done fairly well. So either way, let's go ahead and get things rolling. Hopefully, we'll drop this down in maybe a couple more hours, but for now we're just going to try and finish up a couple more things and make good progress here. So it looks like we've now got ourselves a new farm. We're going to go ahead and automatically upgrade that, of course, and then let's see, let's add some better crops. Let's go for a cover crop. That'll improve our soil quality quite nicely. Then I think we can go for fruit trees and then some corn. That should do very nicely, and that should help stabilize our food. I know that we're creating a whole stack of food as it stands, but an extra 100 people is more or less, adding an extra third or an extra 25% drain on our economy, which is not to be taken too lightly. But either way, we've got that sorted. We've also picked up some better MDS defenses around just in case any meteors try some shenanigans. We've got plenty of water coming on in, so that's working out well. We're building up our storages, and I think we're doing fairly good. Yeah, I think we'll be doing okay. So let's see, triple electric scrubbers, they seem to be looking after everything. I don't think we'll have much more of an issue. I think that does technically cover. But again, we will see how it all pans out. Alright. So, let's see. Any other amenities we really like the idea of? I think we open up the diner all times of day. And then yeah, we're going to need a whole stack of people there. We've got a couple of people working security. We've got some medical capacity. I think we're doing fairly well. So you know what? Let's just go ahead and drop this down. Let's make sure we don't get caught out in a dust storm. Now, we do have to worry about one small thing, and that is the fact that apparently the last time a dust storm rolled through, we did not have the same amount of power generation like normal. As much as we love our artificial sunflower, it doesn't work during dust storms, and that is a whole stack of power to be produced. So we're going to need to go ahead and build ourselves a new little wind farm. So what I'm thinking we do is, let's have a look. Alright, I think what we're going to do is we're going to expand out a little bit further. I think out over here we'll add a new triple electric scrubber. Again, just trying to make it as efficient as possible with the space that we have. We'll go ahead and pop that there. And then I think we need to add in a few more turbines. 8 concrete and 2 machine parts is fairly easy. We'll go ahead and continue our alternating staggering pattern. That should be fine. Hopefully, yeah, it works out fairly well. And then I think if we go there, we should be able to fit inside. There we go. Okay, so that'll be that. That'll go out a little bit further. Let's go. Let's add a couple more. Let's move you to, I don't know, let's put another one here and another one there. And then I guess we can't really alternate very well there anymore. Yeah, that's a little bit awkward. Okay, well, we'll build those up for a bit. We'll add on in maybe a couple more elsewhere as well. Let's go. Just trying to find some places where we could deal with a little bit of extra redundancy just in case our network gets destroyed. Yeah, I think what we'll do is let's add, I suppose we could fit another 1 or 2 over here. That wouldn't be the worst. Let's just try and find, yeah, we can put you over there. We can put you, I think if we go this way, we can drop you here. can build another one there and there. Rotate the others. That should be within those ranges of the triple electric scrubber. We can then go ahead and do something similar here yet again. Let's put that. I guess we'll go ahead and put one over there, and then another one over. Yeah, that doesn't really pan out very well, does it? Alright, well, I guess we'll put a second one here for now. That'll be fine. That'll increase our power a fair bit over in that region, just in case they get isolated. And then over here, I think maybe we just go ahead and we squeeze in a couple more as frequently as we can. Yeah, I think that's going to have to be as good as we can do. And then let's see, if we go there, yep, we can spin one around. Oop. And that should be enough to keep us up and running, because at the moment each one of these with the polymer blades is, oh wait a second, that's not a very good nor accurate. Okay, we're making 22 per turbine. We're getting a very nice terraforming boost of 42% because of the extra atmosphere. We're getting that much more generation. But once we've gone ahead and built all of these, we'll add on the polymer blades, and hopefully that will give us a very healthy margin to work with. Alright, so we've got all of that. All of these are building nice and quickly. That is excellent. Colonists have arrived. Alright, ta-ta. And welcome to your new home. We're gonna find, what do we have? What kind of population do we have? Oh right, we even have, okay. Inspect residents. Oh, that's a good button. I should have found that earlier. Alright, so we have a few botanists. That's good. We have work for them. A whole heap of people who have no level of specialty. An engineer or two, a couple of scientists. My goodness, this is a lot of botanists. And then, let's see. Got a fair few geologists, and then a decent amount of engineers as well. My goodness though, 100 colonists is a ridiculous number. Alright, well, may as well go ahead and get putting them to work. So, you know what, we're always struggling for more electronics, so let's go ahead and build one of those plants again. We want, where is it? Electronics factory, a proper sized one, no less. Let's build that out over here. That should be good. Let's also build, you know what, I'm actually tempted to go ahead and build two. Yeah, let's just go ahead and build two. We're going to make this our little Silicon Valley. And then we can also add on in, I think we'll save the machine parts factory for now. But I think we'll add on in maybe some extra services. Let's go ahead and build a casino. That should be fairly well received. And we'll put that there. Let's also go ahead and build, what else do we want? I am tempted for a low-G amusement park, but I think we'll add on in a space bar. And we'll put that on the other side of the dome. Yeah, you know, just in case you want a nice little quiet drink, you don't have to be too close to all the jingle jangles of the casino. Yeah, alright then, so that should be good. Yeah, that's going to cost us a few of our electronics, which is a little bit annoying. Resources will be low for a bit, but again, if we can get these built, that is the priority. We'll make this the highest importance. That'll be very, very good, and then we can start working on the production of things. All right, so do we have rare metals over here? The answer is surprisingly no, but we can go ahead and fix that fairly quickly. Let's go ahead and add in some extra storage. Rare metals and There we have it. Alright, so they'll have access to all of that. Let's go ahead and quickly go ahead and allow rare metals here in our universal depot, just so we can get this up and running if this takes a little longer than I would prefer. Yeah, I think that's fine. We also have plenty of money, so I think what we're going to do is continue on outsourcing until we've finished out all of our technology. I think that's worth it. And then let's add on in... What is this? Tourists and planting of trees and bushes? We'll go ahead and start working on that. Yeah. Honestly, I'm kind of holding off on some of the vegetation growth until we're done with the toxic rains. I know that the toxic rains will cause us issues with... it'll kill off plant life, and if we're going to be working hard to make that happen, we don't really want to go throw that away. So that will be a thing. Let's see, what else do we want? You know what? Come to think about it, we're going to need a whole stack more of these seeds if we're going to start trying to get our vegetation sorted quickly. I think what we're going to do is we're going to create a new dome. We'll put this nearby and we'll make this a pure farming dome. We'll try and increase the amount of seeds that we can produce and yeah, see if that'll help us out. So either way, that'll be our plan, but first we have a new message from Earth to deal with the last war, the Grand Push.
There seems to be little time to stop the war from reaching a point of no return. Yet time is all we have.
After doing their best to avoid the war from happening and ultimately failing to do so, Brazil are now determined to see it through. A final desperate push to complete several separate projects is underway. The project's aim at dramatically shifting the projected direction of the war and bringing everybody to the table to discuss ending it once and for all. As the war has ravaged most of Earth's resources infrastructure, Brazil is asking we contribute resources they are short on and urge haste. They do not need to explain why. Okay, so supply the requested resources to decrease water tension significantly. Be careful, conflict on Earth is escalating and we have a limited time frame to resolve it. Okay, so Earth's future is in our hands. Well, that's just wonderful. Alright, well... Oh my goodness, okay, so they want 100 metals, that's easy. 100 rare metals, we can handle that. 400 of the standard metals, which we have, 200 electronics, 200 machine parts, and 200 food. Okay, so realistically we're going to get stuck on the electronics, but we're fixing that as we speak. And then machine parts we also have... Yeah, it's only going to be... It's only these electronics that is really going to slow us down. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We can deal with this one at a time. Yeah, good thing we're focusing on all of that production that we can handle. Let's go ahead and make sure that we are amplifying everything we can, though. Let's go ahead and deal with those. They're already both amplified. This is already up and running. Let's increase the tension a little bit. Kick up the pace. Again, I don't really want to be stuck here for too long. How are our polymers doing? We're fine. Okay, we just spent a whole stack on the dome. That's all that is, so that's okay. Looks like we also have our triple electric scrubbers, so let's go ahead and power that up once more. Anything else for us to really worry about? Oh, right, of course. We need the polymer blade upgrades. Let's go ahead and we will control click that. That should give us a very nice boost to our energy stores. Machine parts factory, we're not really too concerned there. We should be making more than enough. Yeah, it's just going to be a matter of getting these electronic factories up and running. And unfortunately, we have very limited availability right now. And we certainly can't get any from Earth. Ah, that's annoying. Alright, well, it is what it is. Alright, so let's just keep a careful eye on this. This is, again, as I said, the highest priority. This other one should be looked after, but again, this one will be first. Oh, darn it. You know what? let's turn off that construction site. You really shouldn't have gotten those. You know what? Cancel that building. No, that should not have
Resources are low.
been done. We need those extra electronics to get taken to that electronics factory first and foremost.
Resources are low.
Anything else is kind of ridiculous. So
Research complete.
here we are. We've got that done. Let's go ahead and open that up. Let's do everything we can to amplify our electronics factory. Work hard. We need you to produce as best as possible. And it does look like our engineers are filtering in. They do unfortunately have a bit of a penalty for being refugees. It's not like they want to be here, but it is what is necessary. Let's see. How many... Okay, let's check the specialists. Okay, so we have 5 officers, 9 scientists, 8 engineers, 19 botanists? Good grief. Okay, well... Fine, we're gonna have to let that be. Let's see, where is our university? Okay, you're working on the engineers. You should be graduating fairly quickly. So that will help us out. Yeah, we should be able to bring in a few more people. Alright, so that's not the end of the world. Looks like most of our needs are being... Oh no, they're not quite met. We need social relaxation, luxury, shopping. Okay, we need some big buildings. Big buildings indeed. So, let's see. Shopping was one of our major ones. Shopping. Gross is not exactly going to get us what we want. We could go for a small art store. We do have plenty of polymers, or at least we certainly will. Luxury and shopping, go for a larger one. That's not a bad idea. Electronic store we can't afford right now. Let's see, art workshop. You know what? That's not too bad. As opposed to an art store. What's the difference? 80 comfort. It does not. Okay, but we can get a whole bunch of people working there. Oh, okay, so that's the difference. So this isn't a service. It just helps us give people somewhere to work. Okay, so the art store is more important, I suppose. Yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and build one of them. That's going to be a necessity. Let's build that over in... I don't know. Let's start building that over here. Yeah, we'll build this in the corner there. That'll be fine. Yeah, that'll have to do. We'll build one there. In fact, we should probably... Yeah, we'll just go with one for now. Oh, and what is this? Something has happened. So, we've captured ice asteroids. The capturing of ice asteroids has been successfully completed. With the use of special craft, we pursued and deflected the asteroids off their trajectory with nothing more than slight bumps. Thus, we have managed to gracefully steer large amounts of soon-to-be easily accessible water towards the surface of Mars. In this game of space billiards, though, there is always a chance that the ball will hit the wrong pocket. Be ready to deal with a Mars quake. Okay. Good to know. We can now have access to pure rains. That is nice. Let's just see how that looks in our terraforming here. So we have toxic rains, and we can also get clear rains. Once we get that atmosphere up just a little bit higher, we'll be out of the danger zone for toxic rain. And then... well, I guess the rest is the rest. Yeah, dust storms will end fairly soon, blue skies will start to become an option, and then we're doing fairly well. Alright, well that's really good. Alright, we also do have a couple of things. Mars quakes. What are these? Let's check on in. So Mars is a geologically dead world. That means its metal core has solidified and cannot sustain a magnetic field, leaving the Martian atmosphere unprotected from the high-energy particles of the solar wind. Unlike Earth, Mars has no seismic activity. This is changing, and with the introduction of magnetic field generators, technological marvels aimed at restoring a magnetic field for our purpose of terraforming Mars, while these devices don't create Marsquakes on a planetary scale, they could cause quakes within their immediate surroundings due to the way they function, creating hollows deep beneath the surface by melting away and even evaporating metal pockets. Thus, Marsquakes near magnetic field generators are a direct result of their activity. The more generators operate, the more severe the Marsquakes will be. Okie dokie. Well, good to know. Wait a second, what's going on here? I guess they just got rumbled? I have a triple electric scrubber, so they should be okay. And then... what was the third one? Oh, another accumulator. Okay. It's a little odd, but it is what it is. I don't really mind, that's fine. 3 buildings damaged here. Wait a second. I've already read that. Let's see. Maybe? Maybe not? I'm not really sure. Okay. Oh, you know what? We can amplify this. You know what? Absolutely. Let's go ahead and get that done. And you know what? I'm even tempted to go ahead and boot up this other one as well. Yeah, obviously the Marsquakes could be a little bit of an annoyance, but at the same time too, this should be fine. Let's go ahead and activate this. That'll help out with our temperatures. And then... yeah, we'll need a little bit more water. I think we need at least 2 more moisture evaporators. Yeah, 2 more moisture evaporators will be enough. Alright, so with that in mind, let's go ahead and preemptively start working on that so they are up and ready. Let's go... you know what? We'll build one here. And we'll build another one. Wait a second. Yeah, that's within range there. And then I guess we'll build one more. Let's see. I guess right over here. You know what? That's fine. That'll be fine. And we'll go ahead and add on in another. No. We'll do a triple electric scrubber, but we'll save that off for a second, just because we don't want to be, taking away these electronics that we so desperately need for building everything else out. Alright, either way, there goes our... yep, that's already up and running. We're working on getting more facilities up and running. Let's go ahead and boot both of those up. Let's consume all the power we can get our hands on. It's all about output right now. Even if you're in the wrong job, I really don't mind. We just need to be producing something of value. Again, just hoping that we can train up all of these engineers as fast as possible. Alright, well, you know what? We've hit a danger zone with our polymers. It looks like that's a little bit tricky, but it does seem like we should be okay. We'll go ahead and amplify production for now. We'll go ahead and boost up the day shift as well. We'll do that for both of them just to get us out of this hole. But once we've got a nice little surplus, we should be fine. Alright, Caravel, you are safe. Let's go ahead and land you back down again. We should also... oh, you know what? I was going to say we should start building a rocket, but again, we need those jolly electronics, and that's going to be a shame. We're going to be... we're just further behind than where I'd prefer to be. But either way, one step at a time, one step at a time. Alright. Alright. Not too bad. Alright, so either way, let's see. We've got plenty of materials. Maybe I do see about building up that extra farming dome. Let's go with a... early days of the colony. I think we go ahead and we build... do we build another medium-sized dome? That way we could have plenty of farms, like 1, 2, 3, 4. We could do maybe another 2 apartments. We could also then maybe, yeah, you know what? I think we're going to go ahead and go with a medium dome. It's probably a little excessive for what we need, but at the same time too, I think we're at a point where we can handle it. We'll travel out as far away from the vista as possible so we still get the benefits. But I think, yeah, that should be well within our our drone hub's capabilities. Yeah. Let's go ahead and build that there. Actually, you know, maybe we just shuffle down a little bit further. Yeah, in fact, we'll go to about here. Yeah, we'll have plenty of access, and what we can do is do a path here. We might even do a path to a third one. Yeah, just try and keep everything as connected as possible so we're getting the most benefit from this. We can always go ahead and maybe chuck an extra dome out over in this direction too if we really find it necessary. But I do think that as we start to focus on the terraforming of vegetation, we're going to need a lot of seed generation, so we're going to focus on that. Alright, but either way, it looks like war tension is down to 12%. We've done a really good job so far, but we have a few things to do. So let's go ahead and land some of these rockets. First things first, rare metals, that is easily done and dusted. Then we can also go for 200 food. That will also be very easy. Hopefully one after the other should be enough to bump this down low enough, but again, I'm not 100% sure on how much this is going to be growing over time. Because as I said, this is really bad. Things are exponentially getting worse. We have a dust storm in 20 hours, so we really do need to get this over and done with. But I think our storages should be sufficient.
Research complete.
Yeah, alright, so there's cloning. That's nice, not that we need it. And then we can finally go for a one-time subsidy of $1 billion. Sure, why not? We'll go ahead and do that, and then add on some tourism. And that is the tech tree, more or less finished. The only two that we have left are Martian copyright patents, which is a repeatable tech, as the same with our licensed technology for the same thing. So let's let that be. Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright, so that's up and running. We've got these soon to be up and running as well. Let's go ahead and give them the nice little upgrade. Let's add on in the pipe network. Go from here to there. And then let's just tie that in. Alright, so that's nice and simple. Alright, they'll get power from the... Actually, I'm not sure how they will get power. Fine, let's go ahead and make sure that we have that sorted out as well. Power cables, please and thank you. Now let's just run you the whole way across. Alright. Alright, so that should be good. That'll be fine. We'll also go ahead and make sure that our piping network is connected. Let's go from A to B. We'll go here and there. Yeah, that should be fine. Alright, so that should have access to all of this. That'll also tie it into the network if for some reason we ever turn off anything else. That should be good. Again, we're needing those polymers, but we are working as hard as we can to make that all happen. If we have a look at our fuel consumption, it looks like we are getting awfully close to a net zero. That's not ideal, but it is what it is. And yeah, I'm just really hoping that we can get these rare metal rockets out, or the food rockets. You know what? Power up, and in fact, we probably have a few drones that we can shuffle. Let's send. Let's take 10 of these. And we'll make sure that they get as much priority as they can over here. So let's send them... Where is that little drone hub gone? Is it this one? You know what? That'll have to be fine. Let's go ahead and drop them off there. We'll go ahead and unpack all of them. That'll be fine. We're now up to 45 electronics, so we've at least sorted that out. We're still waiting on... Oh dear, construction sites. Right, that's where our polymers are going. That is not good because we're going to need maintenance soon. Okay, let's go ahead and... Let's go ahead and cancel all of these polymer blades. We have enough power for now, that'll get us through, but we really need to make sure that we have enough for our maintenance. If something goes wrong, we're going to be in awful trouble. So we do need to be a little wary of that. Let's see, what else can we do? We have...
complete.
Alright, cool. Growth stimulators. Let's see, what else can we do? None of these are quite filled up to where they need to be for us to be able to look after some of these others. Maybe we go for the rare metals. Oh, sorry, just the regular metals. We have 417 in storage. We're producing a decent amount over here. What do we do? Do we go ahead and just fire this up anyway? It's not bad. You know what? 2 polymers I think is an acceptable use for this. And we'll go ahead and we'll drop the requested... where is it? Where is it? 400 metals. Yeah, there we go. So we'll drop that down. We'll give everybody a good chance to work on things. People are going to be a little bit unhappy here for a while. It's just going to have to be the way that it is. Unfortunately, we need more materials, more polymers and all that, and we're going to have to take a second or two to fix that up. But I think that's a pretty good spot to call it. We'll go ahead and minimize this medium dome for now. We'll get to the polymers when we do. We'll work on the seed farming and all of that, but again, that's not the priority. So either way, we'll hopefully get to that in the next one. So if you do want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.